So this week we're going to be looking at the classical period, okay? And the classical period is going to be the period where we look at the music of Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven. They're going to be the quintessential composers of classical music. So obviously, we have the overview. We want to read chapters 10 through 14. Okay, and basically we're going to talk about the three composers, Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven. We're also going to talk a lot about forms, and in this week, understanding the forms to classical music is really kind of the key to understanding this music and for appreciation. In addition, the listening as well is very very important. So you want to go through the listening and we want to be able to identify the key pieces on our listening list. Be able to identify, Eine kleine Nachmusik. Be able to identify Beethoven's Symphony. Okay. We do have two quizzes this week. Okay. One focused on the earlier part of classical music. The second one's focusing on the latter half of the classical period. We have four Ed puzzles. Okay. Each of the Ed puzzles this week are going to focus on, one's going to be on Mozart, one's going to be an overview of the classical period, and then two of them are going to be on two classical music forms. Obviously, the sonata form, sonata allegro form, and then a concerto. Okay, and keep in mind we have a concerto in the Baroque era, we have a concerto in the classical era. The difference being in the classical era, we normally have just what's called a solo concerto. Okay, there's no more concerto grossi, so it's basically just solo concertos. We'll have two discussions this week. One's going to be on Mozart's Requiem, great piece, and there's another one that's going to be on Don Giovanni, and how does the character how does he translate into our world today? And then we have two writing assignments. I have a short answer writing assignment, and then I also have a writing assignment on the sonata allegro form. So that's going to be the key things that we want to do for this week 3. I hope everyone's having a great summer and enjoying themselves. And I look forward to hearing what you folks have to say in the discussions and reading your papers.